So, hi Paravar, welcome to Bharat Tex 2026. What do you look forward to learning and taking away from the event, and what are your expectations with Bharat Tex 2026?
So when it comes to expectations, talking about expectations, so my expectation has already been like fulfilled because it's my first time here as a delegate in Bharat and all of the networking platforms, all of the companies, all of the stalls, and there is so much to learn here as a fresher. There is so much to learn here. The exposure you get, you talk about international buyers, you talk about international garment factories, manufacturing units, and everything. So my expectations frankly, have been fulfilled yet now, and you get a lot of exposure, and and till now it has been good, and looking forward for my other 2 days as well. So let's see what happens.
How is Wazir Advisors currently navigating the shift towards hyper localization manufacturing in a globalized fashion economy?
So as we know, we have currently our exports value is around $37 billion, and we have a target to reach $100 billion as of exports. So we need a localized manufacturing system so that we can cater to international buyers as well. So as Wazir Advisors, who are a specialist in consulting about strategies across retail, textile, and manufacturing facilities, so we basically are doing. We are conducting sessions here, and we are telling about the incentives and all of the schemes that these governments are providing for a setting up of a localized manufacturing systems, and all of the compliances that we have, the sustainability compliances. Yesterday we only had a session named as green financing, so in which we talked about all of the incentives that Wazir Advisors scraped out of the government systems, and informing people about all of the incentives that we have. And apart from that, we are encouraging the manufacturing units to adapt the sustainability compliances that the international buyers are pitching in. And according to me, sustainability compliances are basically, they are not an edge, but rather they are a necessity for all the international buyers. And it is one of the major steps that we will need to have to achieve the $100 billion of export targets.
Beyond data, what is the single most significant human centric change that you are seeing across the value chain of the textile industry?
So as we know, when we talk about value chain across textile and apparel industry, so we have a competitor list such as China, Vietnam. So we need to compete with those buyers. So international buyers, they tend to move towards competitive pricing, and all of the competitive pricing are being offered in Vietnam and China. So we need to develop that competitive pricing sector in India, and as we know, we have a whole value chain, integrated vertical chain of cotton in India. So we need to cater accordingly, and India has so much potential to achieve that $100 billion exports. And according to me, one human-centric shift that I have seen is basically, and I want to see in near future, is more commitment towards the work, so that when we benchmark it against to China and Vietnam manufacturers, so what thing lacks between is the productivity level, the percentage of the productivity. So when Indian workforce are committed towards their work, we will achieve higher productivity, and we will manufacture quality garments so that international buyers seek to help us.